Tell me about your hometown of Prairie Grove.
But Prairie Grove was always a real friendly, clean little town. There wasn't a bunch of trash and junk piled around in people's yards, and I was real proud to say that I lived in Prairie Grove. Still am.
Well, it was a good place for my kids to grow up, you know, and it's just been a good area. I've enjoyed it.
I've been kind of raised by Prairie Grove people, and they've been very supportive of me and my family, and I'm proud of that and appreciate it.
Some of the people in Prairie Grove are some of the finest people that I've ever met.
Whenever somebody has a death in the family or something, there's always support. You know, people bring food, try to help out as much as they can. It's the most wonderful little town that you could ever come to, where everybody knows each other, where everybody is willing to help. Something that's always surprised me about Prairie Grove, doesn't really surprise me, but I think it's something very special. If there's someone in need, medical issues, or their house burned, whatever it may be, this community has always been so willing to come together for a fundraiser, and it's been unbelievable the amount of money that our town can raise to help someone in need. But I think that is a very strong point, that we are willing to help each other.
The giving mentality of the people. I have never heard of a community that supports its people like Prairie Grove does. And I could give some examples. You know, my brother-in-law had, when he was 14 or 15, had leukemia. And, you know, his dad was an athletic director at Prairie Grove schools, and the community came together and supported them and raised money just amazingly. And there's been several other instances when that's happened, when, you know, a waitress needs a surgery that doesn't have health insurance. You know, pie supper raised $20,000 or something, 18, I don't know what it was, but to support people. You know, it may exist other places, but I sure don't know how it could be any more than it is in Prairie Grove.
For some reason, you know, I think Prairie Grove just had an overabundance of really good people, and I think, you know, my family wanted to be part of that. That's part of the reason that, you know, that we saw that from the start. You know, these are good folks, and we wanted to stay here and be part of it.
As a kid and all, it was probably the best town in the country. The merchants was all good. I mean, they went along with anything that was reasonable. They had good night watchmen, door rattlers, and we were secure. And just good people.
I would tell them that it was a very small town, but the people were really nice people, and they worked together to make the town better.
I think Prairie Grove is and always has been a very friendly place. It's a very safe place. When I was growing up, nobody even locked their doors. I mean, it was just safe and secure.
Prairie Grove is a wonderful place to live and raise your family.
I've lived in 3 different places in Prairie Grove, and I've never lived anywhere else or been anywhere else. I'm kind of dull, but I can't imagine living anyplace else. I mean, my friends, to me, you know, seeing them at the grocery store and hollering at you and knowing people, I just can't imagine ever giving that up. I don't intend to.